Everybody, sorry about that slight intermission. I can see that there were 4 of you sat waiting. That took a little bit longer than I thought it might do. I've just been talking to Dan, the photographer from the Gazette, and he's just been taking some pictures for our Coast Watchers project, which is launching with our first live session on Friday. So that was the hold up. So we're on my favourite Russell Beach. I'm going to turn the camera around, and I've just been saying to Dan, the weather's going to be vile tomorrow, or so they say. So I thought, while I'm outside and I've got my coat on and I've got my gloves on and my eyes are running, I thought we'd do a little bit of a live broadcast. So this is what we've been doing, because this is our Coast Watchers project, and we are creating a virtual community group of people that are going out collecting pictures of morning Dazza and Graham of the coast, and we're going to create a timeline. Morning, Cameron. So I thought while it's not quite as cold as it was yesterday afternoon, but it's still nippy, I thought while we were here we'd do a little bit of a wander, because I do believe that the rest of the week is going to be rotten, as we say in Yorkshire. So I thought we might as well do this now, because I don't think we're going to be doing it on Friday. And you can probably hear the wind rattling past me. I didn't think it was quite as windy as it is, to be honest. So I thought we'd just have a little look and see what's washed up. Apparently tomorrow it's going to be a proper storm, so that'll be interesting, especially with the beach this shape, which is topical while we're talking about Coast Watchers, because normally on a Friday we walk back this way and we're sort of at the other end now, and you can see just how much it's changed. You can't pick the definition up quite as much on a camera, but believe me, it's changed. I'm going to turn round and I'm going to walk back the other way, because number one, it's blowing in my eyes and it's making my eyes pour and I can't see what you're writing, and number two, it's going to be a lot more noisy. Right, that's better. We'll walk that way, and I'll in fact we'll go for a walk up to the tank traps, and we'll see whether anything exciting's washed up there. I've got a dog pool bag in my pocket, so if we find anything I can pick it up and pop it in my pocket. So are you all ready for Brew at 2 this afternoon? Good morning, Marie from Darwin. Are you all ready for Brew at 2 this afternoon? I've got my little pile of stuff growing on the desk, ready for reading out and showing you. And I'm all set and ready to go. Sea glass, bending down for sea glass. Ooh, that's a rim. It's a bottle rim. Can you see the curve in it there? What I'm actually looking for is some oyster shells, because yes, folks, we do get oysters off the FYLDE coast. We get quite a lot of oyster shells washed up, and how much do you want to bet I don't find any because I'm looking for them? I've not got my wellies on, I've got my ordinary shoes on, but we'll wiggle down here and go into this bit flatter bit because it's easier to walk on. Because I've seen something on the Tinterwebbly which I quite liked as a craft idea. I'm going to have a bash at for our SEASIDE Emporium shop. I thought it was quite a nice. Oh, are you ready? Are you ready? T-Boy better be ready to brew it too. Look, I give you my heart. Look at that, nearly. It's nearly heart shaped. Heart to you from Russell Beach at Cleveland's. Yeah, so I'm looking for oyster shells, and I bet you any money I don't see one oyster shell while I'm talking to you this morning. It's got to be. Yes, the ogre's hidden all the oyster shells. He did them. It's interesting though to see how you get different strand lines, because there's one, the strand line is where all the stuff sticks. So there's one there and there's another one here. So there's obviously been a... Oh, Babs, your tea will be cold by 2 o'clock. You don't want to be getting it ready now. It's too early. So we'll have a look. Oh, there's one here. There's one here. I've seen one. I've seen an oyster shell. It's a bit worn away, but we'll pick this one up. There you go. That's what we're looking for. Look. Now, I didn't know, but apparently there are 2 different types of oyster shells. And one of them, you can never really tell when they're washed up because they've always been battered. But apparently there is another one which is an invasive species. There's another one here, look. Down we go. Which is an invasive species, and they're massive. They're a lot bigger than a common British oyster shell. And they're a bit like sort of Japanese knotweed is to the land, and they're really aggressive, I suppose is the word you'd use. Here comes another one. Here comes another one. Another oyster shell. Oh, that one's broken. That's a shame. That one looks like somebody's been nibbling at it. That's a nice little bit of wood. I think I need my little doggy bag out of my pocket, don't I? I've got a... If you're ever coming beachcombing, these are ideal, these little dog bags. Obviously before you put the dog muck in them. I won't advocate that you reuse a second-hand dog bag. I'll just pop them in there before I drop all my bits and bobs. Yeah, so these weird oyster shells, oysters, are really aggressive little sods, and they outcompete our native British ones. So if you see them, you're supposed to report them. I'm not quite sure where to, but I do have the information somewhere. So it's a bit breezy actually at the moment. It's not as bad as I expected it to be, and it's not as bad as it's going to be tomorrow by all accounts. So there you go. That's your Tuesday morning. You've got double bubble today. Oh, that's a nice bit of wood. Look at that one. It's a bit big for me to carry. I'm feeling a bit fragile this morning. Oh, it's too big and mucky and heavy. We'll leave that one there for somebody else. Yeah, I've got me Tuesday morning headache. I'm waiting for the wind to blow it away. When I was born, apparently I was launched. Because my mum's only little. She's a little diddy thing. And my dad's 6'2", so I was like this great big enormous baby with a great big head. So I was launched like a ship. And they said at the time that I would have had a headache. And I think I've had one ever since. So, not much interesting washed up, is there? We'll have to come out after today's winds and have a look. Well, there's loads of you watching. I'm glad I'm brightening your morning up. And I'll show you what I've picked up when we do a brew at 2. There's not many oysters though, is there? Not many oysters at all. Not many oysters at all. We'll walk up to the tank traps. Anybody that's joined us... Oh, here's another one. As soon as I say it, I see one. Here's another one. Anybody that's joined us in the last 12 months, you'll be wondering what on earth I'm talking about when I say tank traps. But these are what is known as tank traps, these concrete blocks up here. Now, last year, around about this time last year when lockdown started, I did quite a lot of research and looking and ferreting. And I think pretty much came to the conclusion that they were actually installed as a anti-tank defence in World War II. So soon, I don't know when, but soon, I'm going to revisit that because I've got some more information that I've dug out, which is very interesting. So we'll just walk up to the tank traps and see. Oh, goodness gracious me, what on earth's that? Oh dear. It's part of a... I don't know what you'll think, but that looks like it's been a bird, a duck's beak. Maybe? It's not very bonny, is it? I'll pop that in my bag. We've got all kinds of little curios and weird things that we collect on beaches. Got some little soldiers. Tank traps are troll's teeth, says Eric. Yes, I think you've got a point there. I think it was Eric who said that. I didn't quite catch who'd left that comment, so apologies if it wasn't. But they do look a bit like troll's teeth, don't they? Yeah, I tell you something, it's cold, that. I'll be glad when it starts warming up. It's whippy nippy. I'm not quite as wrapped up as I perhaps might have been. Oh, that's pretty. Rewind, going down. There's a shell there, a piece of go on, what they're called. Oh, Graham says I was holding it upside down. It's a finger puppet. Well, there you go, that pink thing. What are they called, those shells that you hold up to your ear and listen for the sea? Oh, I'm going. I tell you, I'm going. Anyway, one of them, and it had all broken up. So it looked right artistic and pretty. Hello, Thomas. I bet you are all considerably warmer than I am at the minute. When I welk, that's the one. When I get back in, thank you for that, Graham. When I get back in, I'm going to pop my cup of tea in the microwave and warm it up because they're just mashed when I came out. You see, we call it a brew in Lancashire, but where I come from, in to the side of the hills, it's a mash. We used to mash when we made tea. So we are nearly at our... There's nothing on the beach. I can't believe how little stuff there is, because normally there's a ton. There's normally a really thick strand line of wood and twigs and sticks and all sorts of things trapped in it, and there's just nothing. It's amazing. It's a whelk. It's definitely a whelk. Now I said the word, it all came back to me. As I say, it all came back to me. Oh, interesting observation. This is where we get toilety. This is a wipe. You know, you keep seeing adverts on television for not putting things down your... Oh, and some sea glass as well while we're here. Oh, white one. And a little one. That's a pretty one. You know, you keep seeing adverts on television for not putting fat and grease down your toilet and wet wipes. That's what happens to them, because when it's too rainy and the sewage system can't cope, it has to discharge it out into the sea. So that could have come from like Manchester or even further inland. So that's why you should never put wipes down your toilet and use it as a bin. Here's another one. That's the fuel to be going on with. I can have a bash with them and have a try. Right, and here are the tank traps. So there you go. That's today's voyage of discovery. Right, I'm going to go up here and I'm going to scuttle back to my nice warm desk and go and get ready for brew at 2 this afternoon. So I will see you later today. And how much you want to bet by then it's raining? I think we'll be doing it to the soundtrack of rain. I'll see you later. Bye for now. Bye.